here's the thing. Well, there's so many things. There's lots of things. Nobody is asking anybody else. I'm not here to tell you guys how to feel about this. I'm not here to tell you guys how to think about this.
We have a serious thing to talk about. I love you. I love the Fandom Menace. I love everything you stand for and we stand for. But we have some work to do. We have some progress to make. All of us. Me too. I'm an asshole. I admit it. I'm an asshole. I say stupid shit all the time.
There are people that are going to be forced to make a choice. And I am not going to blame them for the choices they have to make, because they're not dissimilar from the choices I made in staying quiet as long as I have.
Walk it way back to the beginning of the fucking Fandom Menace. Mecca was part of that. Tom was not. We didn't have shit like this. We didn't have stories and rumors about people micromanaging other channels. We didn't have people trying to decide who could make what content, who was allowed to stream with whom, what was allowed to be said, what was not allowed to be said. I mean, that didn't happen. Tom has suddenly, over the past couple of years, become everywhere, on everybody's stream, in everybody's business, all of the time. And now suddenly, there's infighting, there's backstabbing, there's these lines being drawn in the sand. That guess who I first heard about this from? That's right, Tom. Because as far as I was aware, there were no... I was blissfully unaware of drama going on in the community until Tom decided to just drop it in our laps over here one night before the High Council, trying to overstep his bounds. I'm not going to say more than that because it's not entirely my story to tell.
I know I'm a curmudgeon. I know I say and do things. Like, for example, I fucked up big saying that Zack Snyder's daughter thing. Yeah.
Here's the declarative statement. Tom Connors from Midnight's Edge is insidious and a bully, and he pressures and pushes you into conforming to what he says. And when you do not conform, he throws what can only be described as a complete meltdown temper tantrum, where he screams at you and he tells you that you are ungrateful and unworthy of the support you've been given.
I'm gonna say and I'm gonna do what I'm going to say. If you have a problem with that, then that's a you problem, and you don't get to hold me hostage. You don't get to make it so that I'm not allowed to criticize or say or point out, and you don't get to pull this whole wokier than thou shit. This is not what we're about.
I didn't bust out the DMs, and I didn't bust out the screenshots, and I didn't do any of that because people can't seem to make up their mind between receipts and handling things privately.
So that's the backdrop of all this. That's where I come into all this too. Is never once before that having a problem with Tom that went deeper than, God, it's really annoying how he just talks over all the women and then goes, and this is how the women feel, right, Mecca? Right, Jesse? Right, Mary? So aside from the obvious, virtue signaling by using minorities and different identities as his shield, I never had a problem that went deeper with that. I genuinely did like him. I genuinely regarded him as a friend.
But, and again, this is a very unconventional work environment. I don't even think I finished saying that word correctly, but I think one of the biggest issues us as a human race have is that we don't listen to understand, we listen to respond. And I think that's going on right now.
Yep.
Especially in the chat. So guys, please be respectful. And I know that this is a very tension high, but that's because Jesse is a very passionate person.
Damn straight. You know what you're gonna get from me.
Exactly. And when you're upset, you're gonna voice it. But that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Is it should never get to that level where you feel so distressed and so upset that you feel the need that you need to vent out publicly to people because there's no way to handle it behind closed doors.
They did cancel me. They were pitting Rob against me, telling me that they can't be seen with me because I'm deplorable, because they're a bunch of butthurt, cancel happy snowflakes. They got a fucking blacklist, and it's a public one now. And they're pissed that I'm calling them out on it, and they're trying to intimidate me and silence me.
There you go.
Yeah, and then we got the Borden saying we are SJWs. And the thing is like we're speaking our truth here and stuff like that. We're not asking for cancellation whatsoever.
No, I'm not telling you to unsubscribe from Tom. I'm telling you what I experienced. I don't need to watch Tom burn. I just need to get the hell away from him.
Yep.
And I need